One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another toe for ETN. Oh, what a move. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. The Ravens have 10-5 to start play. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2nd down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Ravens have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where did they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to something.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check White.
A handoff running left is Etienne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll drop to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Back to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Jackson going to run.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
3rd and goal from the 6. They'll run with Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
He'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Gets around him. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. They go play action with Jackson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That story that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready, break.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Blue strike. Field black.
Back to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, some strong running. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Jacobs, that's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And that stretches the lead to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
The fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Counter play with Jacobs, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. Touchdown! A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Spencer. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
To throw on second down, Spencer.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
39-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
On third down, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 69 yards. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Jaguars 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. They juked him. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here, some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. The rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pushes past him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run right here with Jacobs. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jaguars 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson now off the bootleg. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off play action. Spencer. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Off the play fake. Spencer. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10. Off play action. Spencer. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Spencer to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
DC, right?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
88 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hold on, ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, report! Report!
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out of the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. I'm never mine. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Gonna school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming is like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't getting money, been Frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then I'm she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy. A crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a Sprinter. What's a 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up? never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up.